So meron akong interesting na book na binasa last month na palagay ko dapat binabasa ng mga policy makers, government leaders, school administrators, teachers, parents, kasi meron siyang napakalaking effect kung sakaling mababasa mo siya at ma-appreciate mo yung lessons. So the book is entitled The Anxious Generation, written by Jonathan Haidt. So if you are interested, you can check it to other bookstore, probably online para mas madali mo siyang ma-search. So How the Great Rewiring of Childhood is Causing an Epidemic of Mental Illness. So parang ang question dito, the basic premise of this book is ano ba yung nagko-cause? Kasi for some reasons, meron ng mga terminologies na ginagamit ang ating mga teenagers, ang ating mga children, na nung panahon natin ay wala. So it's just like anxiety, depression. So pero in a sense, ano ba talaga yung nagko-cause ng ganito? Ano? Way back 2010, nagkaroon ng massive production ng smartphones. That's the beginning, no? Nung tinatawag nating smartphones. Well, theoretically, some of the phone company would claim na baka naman parang as early 2000 meron na, early 2004 meron ng smartphone, pero hindi siya ganun karampant and hindi ganun kalawak yung mass production niya. Unlike nung 2010, so parang yun din yung moment kung saan masyado nating nagamit na yung front cam, kasi prior to that year, ang kakayahan lang ng mga phone na dinadala natin is can deliver message and can make a call, no? So yun lang, yun yung kaya natin, or merong basic games na pwede tayong laruin doon sa phone natin, compared ngayon na talagang ang daming social media platforms kung saan marami siyang ino-offer na services sa mga users. So unang-una na dito yung pag-upload ng photos, panonood ng videos, you can post whatever you like, you can share whatever you like, and in this book, parang sinasabi dito na hindi siya beneficial in a sense na lumalaki yung parang natatempt tayo na i-compare from time to time yung sarili natin sa iba. Why? Because pag nag-post tayo ng photo, we constantly monitoring the likes, no? The heart, the thumbs up, the comments. So yun yung hindi na tayo satisfied na nag-post lang tayo. We keep on monitoring or checking our phones because we want to know kung sino ba yung mga nag-likes at sino ba yung mga nag-dislike, sino yung nag-heart dun sa post natin. And merong portion dito, well, basahin ko yung nasa likod, parang ito yung synopsis nung book. No, para lang may idea kayo. Kung hindi nyo pa siya nababasa, talagang this is highly recommended. If you are a teacher, if you are a professional, if you are a parent, this book is for you, no? Primarily to address the issue of using a social media platform. Kung meron ka ring anak na teenager or nasa level ng childhood, this book is for you. So sabi dito, after more than a decade of stability or improvement, the mental health of adolescents plunged in the early 2010s. Rates of depression, anxiety, self-harm, and suicide rose sharply, more than doubling in many measures. Why? So although most of the data na ginamit dito is coming from Western countries, we could probably appreciate it na baka naman mangyari. So kung meron tayong parallel study na pwede rin gawin, na kagaya nito dito sa bansa natin, mas okay. Kasi mas makikita natin or mas maiintindihan natin ano na ba talaga yung naging effect ng paggamit ng smartphones, specifically nung mga social media accounts or social media platforms na meron dun sa ating smartphones, lalo na sa teenagers, no? Well, ang nabanggit dito, syempre nagko-cause minsan siya ng self-harm, nagko-cause din siya ng sleep deprivation, nagiging minimal yung ating attention. Kasi nga, pag nanonood ka, for example, in TikTok, pag ayaw mo yung pinapanood mo, you can easily swipe. Ano? So on that moment, para napoprogram yung brain natin na hindi mag-focus, no? We lose our capability to focus on a specific task, for example, kasi nga we are being programmed and primed dun sa mabilis na pagbabago ng mga pinapanood natin, primarily dun sa social media accounts natin. So yun yung interesting dito sa topic na to. And meron pa ditong isang chapter, teka hanapin ko yung isang magandang chapter dito. Okay. Hanapin ko lang, 143. So yung chapter 6 dito, why social media harms girls more than boys. So ito rin yung interesting na topic. So kung gumagamit kayo ng social media, parang talagang mas harmful siya sa teenagers na babae kasi parang alam mo yun, parang mas vain daw ang mga babae, they are considered to be more insecure than men. Pero meron din namang aspect, may aspect ng study na ginawa ni Jonathan Haidt na mas dominant naman ang effect sa mga lalaki. So ang nabanggit niya dito is yung games, online games, and pornography. So mas leaning naman doon, yung mga lalaki compared sa mga babae na kapag sila ay they tend to compare themselves dun sa ibang mga babae, specifically their appearance, their figure, their appearance, the manner on which how they speak. So yun yung mga comparison na ginagawa ng girls versus dun sa ginagawa ng boys. Kasi boys tend to spend so much time in their online games and in pornographic sites. So yun naman yung kaibahan nila. Right? Interesting talaga siya. And ano yung gagawin? So kung may ganong klase ng epidemic na nangyayari sa western side of the world, malaki yung possibility na mangyari din dito sa atin. So meron siyang nilatag ng mga solutions. Meron siyang nilatag ng mga solutions sa policy, government policies, school policies, sa bahay para sa mga parents, and for an individual. So you have to check this book. So please, I highly recommend this book for the young readers, for the parents, for school administrators. Kung may nanonood dito na policy makers, government leaders, this book is really interesting, and I hope na after nyo matapos to, mas alam mo yun, parang we have to enact the lessons. We have to share it, we have to implement kung ano man yung beneficial na steps na pwede natin gawin. Not in a larger scale na pwede lang gawin ng isang mga policy makers, ng mga politicians, government leaders. Pero kung ikaw ay parents, you can also create a stringent policy when it comes to using a smartphones to your home. Okay? It's not depriving your children ng paggamit ng smartphones, but it's like saving them to the possible negative effect na pwede silang mag-suffer in the future. So yun. So you have to check this book, The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt.